What's up, summoners, and welcome back to another RiftGuides WildRift video. This time we have something special for you. A preview of the newly releasing champion Karma. We're going to talk about abilities, builds, and all you have to know about this champion. Are you ready? Then let's just get right into it. And at this point, a special thanks going out to ChowZ, sorry if I mispronounce your name, for giving us the permission to use this footage. It's really insane and it's really a game changer. Thank you, and check out his socials in the commentary section below. Before we tackle builds or anything, let's talk about her skills, and Riot pulled the most typical Riot move ever. We're moving her ultimate to her passive ability. In this instance, her passive mantra is the following. Every single time you cast a spell, you get a layer or a stack of the mantra. When you accumulate 3 of those stacks, you enter a mantra state and the next basic ability of yours is empowered. And now let's talk about the first ability, Inner Flame. Karma fires a blast of energy that explodes upon enemy contact, dealing magic damage and slowing all enemies in an area for 35% for 1.5 seconds. If the spell is empowered, it leaves behind the field that explodes after 1.5 seconds. And additionally to that, the enemy is slowed by 50%. Not only that, they also take significantly more damage from the first impact and then take damage from the eruption if they choose to remain in that field. The second major change to Karma comes in the form of a second ability. It now binds up to 2 nearby enemies with a spiritual chain, dealing damage and revealing them for 1.75 seconds. If the target fails to leave this tether, it's going to take even more damage and be imprisoned, or rather rooted, for another 1.75 seconds. And now for the mantra effect. A new spiritual chain will be created between the enemy heroes bound by the spiritual chain. If there's only one hero bound by the spirit chain, the new spirit chain will additionally spread to a nearby enemy hero. If the target fails to break free from the chain, it will take additional damage and the imprisonment will be increased to 2.25 seconds. Her third ability is called Inspired. It provides a big shield for an allied hero for 3 seconds and increased his movement speed by 45% for 1.5 seconds. If you mantra buff somebody with this shield, the shield strength is increased and it will decrease over 4 seconds rather than 3 seconds. At the same time, it will also provide them with a 60% movement speed bonus that will decay down to 20 over time. However, that's not all there is to it. Yet again, a new kind of mechanic. Around the mantra buff target, a circle will be formed, and when this ally gets into first contact with another ally, the ally will also get the same shield. Quite insane, right? And now let's talk about her ultimate ability. Casting it puts Karma immediately into the mantra state and generates a psychic ring at a targeted location. The ring explodes after 1 second, dealing massive amounts of damage, and reduces movement speed by 50% for 1 second. If an enemy is hit at the edge of the area, they'll be knocked back into the center of the area. So it's very similar to a Diana ultimate. And with our abilities out of the way, let's talk about our question of the day. What are your thoughts about Karma's abilities? Let me know in the comments below. As promised earlier, we are now going to talk about her build. The first item for Karma is undoubtedly a Luden's Echo. This item is just going to be super powerful and way too good for what she wants to do. Additionally, as your second item, most of the time you'll just go for a Tear of the Goddess. You just want to stack up the mana and you want the ability haste. After that, you'll most likely go for Rabadon's Death Cap. And after that, your options are limitless. Since you're a supportive character with high mage-like capabilities, you might even go for supportive items, such as Ardent Censer, Staff of Flowing Water, Athenes, or anything you can think of that helps your team win the fight. And for boots, obviously, Lucidity boots, because they are the best, with most likely a Stasis enchant. In the rune department, you'll run Airy 100% of the time into Weakness, Hunter Titan, and Hunter Genius. In the resolve tree you might make some adaptations depending on the game, but most likely Hunter Titan all the time. And with the newly buffed Hunter Genius, it's just too overpowered, so please just take it. You'll get so many assists anyway. Build, abilities, everything done. Now let's talk about the gameplay. I see Karma as mainly a mid lane mage. She's going to dominate the lane by pushing every single wave in and poking the enemy down. Other than that, she will be very well or very good in the Dragon lane as either the support or the AP carry. For the Baron lane, I don't see that she's going to perform very well up there simply because of the lack of the healing from a second ability that she has on PC, but since she's a ranged character, it's always an option, at least for red side. And for jungle, well, she's a ranged character, so jungling is really bad for her. Maybe someday we'll get some equality between ranged and melee characters in the jungle. But how is Karma supposed to be piloted? This champion can either be played as a poke mage or as a very supportive character. So most of the time you will try to poke out the enemy similar to a Varus and a Ziggs while keeping your allies safe. You're basically another version of a Seraphine and a Sona, just way more aggressive. And that's it for today's video. Don't forget, it's just a preview. We'll see and get our hands on once she releases and finally find out how powerful she really is. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you soon for more RiftGuides content.